I'm just going to run through the area of a triangle rule. Now the actual formula is A is a half AB sine C. I'm just going to use this video just to prove the actual formula there. Now if we call this big A, opposite will be little a, and this is little b, and opposite here would be big B. So that would mean that this one here would be C. So if I want the area of this triangle, then the area is equal to half AB sine C. Okay, so I probably should have labelled it a little different here, but we're going to deal with it. So if you turn it around and we look at this, what I'm going to do is drop a right angle triangle down there. So I might just flip this triangle around. Okay, so if I flip it around, sorry, I'm not going to worry about its size. Well, just for the sake of the labelling, this will be little a, big A. Okay, this is B, little b, and this is C and little c over here. So I'm going to drop a right angle triangle here, and we're going to start by looking at each of these separate triangles. We're going to find that one. We're going to use that to find the height, because what I'm going to use to do the area of the triangle is a half base times height. So the base is A, so that means the B equals A, that's for the base. But the height we need to find using our trig. So if you use that right angle triangle, sine C is H over, so sine is H over, so it's going to be opposite, which is the H, over the hypotenuse, which is the B. So it's going to be H over B. And then if you multiply that on the other side, B times sine C equals H. That's because to get rid of the B, you times it on both sides and cancel. And then you sub this in for the H. Okay, so I'm going to first of all sub in for the B, I'm going to put an A, and for the H, so for that H, I'm going to put B sine C. So if I come in here, this is going to be a half times A for the base, because A is the base, times the perpendicular height. The perpendicular height is B sine C, and that's actually our formula. Okay, now how you actually apply the formula if you have a triangle. Now, in order to find the area, the angle must be in between the two sides. That's where your C comes from. Because this is the C, and then you actually need the A and the B. So the area is a half times 7 times 8 times sine of the 40.5 times 7 times 8 times sine 40. And you end up with 17.998. 17.998 meters squared. Okay, now the only real kind of variation on that is maybe you get something like a parallelogram. Now with a parallelogram, you just have to use the same formula, but like if that was 70 and 5 meters and 8 meters, you would just have to multiply it by 2, because this triangle and this triangle are exactly the same. So it would be area equals a half AB sine C. So this is the C, this is the A and the B. So it's a half times 8 times 5 times sine 70, which equals 0.5 times 7 times 8 times sine 70 equals 26.3 meters squared, but you have to double it because all that is giving you is just this 1/2 of the triangle, And when you double it, you end up with the other half of the triangle. Then you just, you work that out. So times 2, and you get 52.6 metres squared.